What's up, YouTube? This is James coming back at you with another informative video. I hope you guys are doing well out there on this chilly Tuesday. Doing pretty good myself. At this point, I'm thinking that anybody that decides that they want to be an employee at Amazon should basically have a hazard pay clause in the contract, of their employment. Yesterday I did a video about a young lady who delivered. Actually, she was picking up a package, to be honest with you, and she was harassed and assaulted by this old sub. You understand, that accused her of actually being a thief. And when full well she's seen that the lady was an Amazon employee. Okay. Well, this particular situation right here took place on December 21st. We had Lakita Shilley was delivering, a package in the areas of Brent Road. Well, Brentwood, a suburb in Pittsburgh, a metropolitan area. Brownsville Road, that is. And when all of a sudden, this 65-year-old sub, Brian Dingler, I guess that's his name, decided he wants to call this woman right here. She accosted her, called her racial slurs, and then pulled a gun on her and held her at gunpoint. Okay? That's basically what took place. You understand? So without further ado, let's check out this news clip and then we'll discuss it, the rest of the commentary.
What was going through my mind? I got flashbacks of my stepson. I was getting flashbacks of my girlfriend. I was getting flashbacks of my mom. I was getting flashbacks of my life and how grateful I need to start being for it.
An Amazon driver who had a gun pointed at her by an angry neighbor is speaking with KDKA tonight. Good evening and thank you for joining us at 11. I'm Erica Stanishin for Ken Rice. The confrontation was all caught on camera, and KDKA's Jennifer Barrasso spoke with that driver about what happened. Jen.
Yeah, that Amazon driver was delivering holiday packages here in Brentwood, and she tells me she didn't back down even when the gun was pointed at her face. KDKA showed you the disturbing video captured by a neighbor who heard an argument between an Amazon delivery driver and a man on Brownsville Road. Q Schley says he pointed the gun at her multiple times.
The gun clock back noises, it was like, so when I turn around, I see a gun. I see a whole pistol pointed at me, like I'm gonna move, watch out. And he's like, I don't think you are, points it back.
She says the gun was right under her chin.
But in the video, a lot of people don't know, it points right here. And then he tries to lift me up with the gun on my thing, and that's when I snap my whole reality. I snap back in reality, and I push him out. I'm like, man, go ahead, you're doing too much. Now you're doing too much, move, watch out.
And he was calling her racial slurs.
Listen here, I'll send you back to your family. I will kill you right here, I'll kill you right here. He's like, you hear this? It's ready, it's cocked and loaded.
Brentwood police arrested this man, 65-year-old Brian Dingler. According to the criminal complaint, Dingler admits he got angry and pulled the gun because Schley's truck was blocking his driveway.
How has this affected you?
Not gonna lie, I guess, or just sleep. Just 100% flashbacks, because my first thought is, damn, it could've went off.
Q hasn't been back to work yet. She learned this lesson.
At the end of the day, if we love one another, we don't have to worry about hating on one another.
Brian Angler is charged with assault, ethnic intimidation, and terroristic threats. Q tells me that she wishes Amazon would make some safety changes. I've reached out to the company, but haven't heard back yet. Reporting live, Jennifer Barrasso, KDKA TV News.
This is a much worse case than Jemiah Miller, but at the same time, it was still the same thing, being harassed. But in this case, this woman's life was even, in jeopardy. When you had this subhuman piece of shit pull a gun on her just to really be pulling it and then trying to intimidate her. I don't understand why these low-life assholes like trying to intimidate people when they can clearly see these people are out there doing their jobs, trying to make a living for themselves and their families. You understand? And they have no right to do these things right here. You know what I mean? It's the same thing happened to the other guy. His name was Diamantro, I think, something like that. I can't remember his last name. I think it was Wilson. He drove for what's that other company? It wasn't Amazon. I can't remember. I can't think of it right now. FedEx. That's what it was. He drove for FedEx. You understand? And he was delivering a package. You understand? And they took the shooting at him. A father and son. You understand? Just because he was in the neighborhood, he was able to escape. FedEx turned around and wanted to put him back on that same route. And he said no, and they fired him. So now he's suing FedEx along with the two lowlifes, you know, that jeopardized his life, put his life in danger by firing guns, you know, at him just because. You know, see, there's a lot of racism going on. A lot of people don't like to address, they cringe up when somebody say racism. But what else is it? This ain't nothing but racism. That's the reason why this lowlife pulled that gun on that young lady right there and tried to intimidate her. You know, she could have been killed just because of him, you know, because he's angry, claiming that she's blocking his driveway. I don't believe that. And even if she wasn't going to be there all day. You know what I mean? It wasn't like that was just, you know, it was just a momentarily thing where he could have clearly just went up to her and asked her, hey, could you move your truck a little bit? You got my driveway blocked. I'm sure she wouldn't have had no problem with obliging that. I'm sure she wouldn't have. This asshole was looking for an excuse to intimidate somebody that's black. That's all this boils down to. Just like that dried up, raisin ass subhuman who harassed Jemiah Miller in the video that I did just yesterday. Matter of fact, if I remember, I'll put the link in the description for you guys to see what I'm saying. You know, calling people thieves and stuff. They always got some kind of excuse. You know, here's the deal. We as people better start being on guard and being ready to defend ourselves at a moment's notice with these ones that are subhumans, that go about practicing and living like subhuman, because only a subhuman would do what this low life right here did. You understand? And that's basically what it all boils down to. You better be ready to defend yourself at a moment's notice, because don't nobody have the right to come trying to hurt you while you going about your own business. On your job, whether you off your job, you know, wherever you out in public, if you minding your business, ain't nobody got no business coming trying to put, you know, endanger you, put your life in danger, your health or well-being. You have every right to step up and defend yourself. You understand? That's just what it is. That's all I got on this one, people. I want you guys to tell me what you think about this particular video right here, the situation in it. I want to hear your thoughts on it in the comment section. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. People, please remember to live your life as though we're being watched, simply because we are. This is James, and I'm out. Peace.